Chef Cell was recorded on a cell phone in front of a fake audience.
Hey guys, Chef Cell right here. Welcome aboard, my furry little friends. Oh, those are my cats. Anyway, yes, I am Chef Cell. Welcome to Chef Cell's crazy cooking show. Meandering around this beautiful US of A, doing the 50 most Googled recipes by state. Welcome aboard, Nebraska! Quiet, you fake audience, you. All right. Nebraska has Googled, interestingly enough, Kolaches. Now wait. They really originated from Texas. So I have a little bit of history, but I don't know if they went from Texas and then the Civil War. I don't know. All I know is during those cold winter months of 1550, when the Czechs immigrated here to the United States, they bared those cold winter months. And when they landed in Texas, that's when they brought along their delicious recipe for, can we stop that now? Recipe for these kolaches. Now, it's in 3 stages. You know, a lot of baking is in a lot of stages, frosting, schmosting, and all this stuff. But this is kind of easy. It's just a basic, I guess you call it a pastry dough. It's a little bit sweet. We're gonna make the dough first, let it rise for about an hour. That's easy. And then we have a fruit filling we're going to do. I'm going to do 2. Wow, that's a lot of fingers. I'm gonna do 2 flavors for you. I got that right. You don't have to do this filling as a recipe. You can go to the store and buy jam or whatever. But come on. Don't be a wuss, all right? Get tough. Get tough about these little pastry things. And basically what it is really, it's a sweet bialy the way we're gonna make it, with a little sort of an indentation, like a little pastry, a round pastry with stuff in the middle. And bialy, it would be that garlic and the onion or whatever. Kind of the same. All right, very, very simple. We're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna do 3 stages. We're going to do the pastry part, the dough, if you will, and the filling, and a streusel topping. All 3 of them are pretty easy, but you have to follow me because all these recipes, they all seem alike. There's always little nuances. I do these nuances. All right, get your KitchenAid ready. Gonna give this little baby a workout. And in this bowl, I want the dry, doodah day. See? There's your dry, 3½ cups of all-purpose flour. Let's get this on the machine here. And we have 2¼ teaspoons of rapid rise yeast. You want that, 1/3 cup of sugar. And to that, we're going to add 1 yolk, large yolk, and 2 large eggs. Very easy. 10 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. I already melted it. See? You can do it in the microwave if you want. But I'm kind of old school, you know? And also, a cup of milk. I preheated the oven to 200, and as soon as it hit 200, I turned it off. That's where you're gonna do your rising for 1 hour. It's just, you know, they always say, now make sure that you rise your dough in a warm place. You know, people run into like the oil burner room and then it goes on fire. It's ridiculous. Oven, 200, turn it off, 1 hour. Very nice. So let's get this going. I took my paddle here and I pammed it. So that's gonna go in here. I know some of this dry is gonna stick to it, but don't worry because we have the wet coming right behind it. So let's mix it around. And once it starts kind of coming together as a clump, I'll clear everything off and do a little kneading. It's not a big deal. And then we'll let it rise and we'll come back for that. So let's watch this, all right? It's very simple. Medium speed, you don't want white stuff all over your black stuff. Ew! You know what I mean. All right, that's going. Any order is fine. 10 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter going in. Let's get these eggs. 1 yolk, 2 large. And then 1 cup of milk. Okay, see, that's it. We're gonna move this up. It's gonna take about 3 or 4 minutes to kind of come together. If it's too wet, add a little bit of flour, 1 tablespoon at a time. You know, we're not rewriting the Kolache book here. How did it start in Texas? All right, hang out. Alrighty, that was about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe close to 5. I don't pay attention to anything. All right, so that's what she is. See, it's a sticky, not wet, just a little bit sticky dough. So I have some flour out here on the counter, little bench flour as they call it. Rings off, sorry dear, but you know, I have to make a living. I don't see you coming home with this $1.25 every week. Okay, keep the flour close. If you have a scraper, great. If not, use a long, straight knife. And you want to keep scraping it off this counter because she is wet on you, Johnny. So I'm not gonna like knead this around like a pizza dough. It kind of came together, so that's cool. I just want to kind of just soak up some of this extra flour and get this in that oven. I already have panned a pretty large bowl, stainless steel or glass, whichever you prefer. 1 hour and you're done. And this is basically what you're looking for. It's nice and stretchy. It's, oh man, see, if you can see this, give it a little hit and she bounces right back on you. That's what you're looking for. So let's put it in this bowl. I already panned it. I'm gonna pan the top of the dough. Kind of massage that around. Ooh, ooh. Slow week, everybody. Turn it over. And now in that oven that I didn't put too high, just 200, and then turn it off as soon as it hits that 200. I'm gonna lay one of these babies over it. One of these towels, you can do saran wrap, and I will see you in 2 seconds, but to me it's gonna be a long hour. So, what do you do when the stuff is rising? Other stuff. It's pretty easy, right? Now, 2 schools of thought on these little babies, these kolaches, okay? While the dough is rising, by the way, after it rises, I'm gonna cut it into 16 equal pieces and make little balls and put it on parchment paper and let it rise another hour and a half. So there's a lot of rising going on, okay? A lot of you guys might... All right, so while that stuff is going, here's what I did. You can use this cream cheese / ricotta delight, sweetened delight, as a base before you put the preserves that you're going to make inside the hole we're going to make in these little babies, okay? I decided to do it. You can go either way. I changed my mind. I decided to do it. This is easy. That's why I didn't show you. There's no cooking or anything. You just measure stuff out. Soften up 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Take 6 pieces out of the 8 that you would get, and that's 6 ounces. 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 teaspoon of lemon zest, just grate it with the grater. And after you're done mixing that together with a spoon or with a fork or whatever you have, a little mini whisk, add in 6 ounces of that ricotta. I said it right. Mix it around, refrigerate it, let it get cool. And then when you take it out, ironically, you want it to come back a little bit to room temperature, but giving that initial chill to it is going to give it some body, which is good, right? All right, so that's pretty much the story. Now, I'm going to get into the next thing, which is, again, it's very easy. It's a microwave thing. Ooh, microwave, that's bad. Ooh, bad. Oh, bad, Chef Sal, bad. So I'm bad. Oh, I'm bad. But you don't have to get into the whole pot, you know, this whole, you know, the preserves. It can be really, really hard or really, really easy. I know the people, you got to sterilate. 3, 2, 1. Now the experts will say you got to sterilize the mason jars and wait till the thing pops off. Yeah, you do. But we're gonna like make and eat. You know what I mean? This is a make and eat thing. Here, I'm gonna use 3 flavors on top of the little sweet cheese as a little topping in this little thing. One of them is apricot. I made already, I'll show you. I made already because I show you. I made already a blueberry, and you can call it a preserves thing, very easy. Okay, microwave. Here's how you do it. Since the blueberry is already made, I'll show you kind of making. I already mixed it together, so I'm not going to show you from scratch. This is a 15-ounce can of apricots. Food processor into the chunkiness that you like. You know, try to get it to make it look like jam. And you just add a couple of things. It depends, okay, on the sweetness that you want. You want to go maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of white sugar. You can go a little bit more, but taste it as you go. And 4 or 5 teaspoons of cornstarch. Mix it all together and microwave it. 6 minutes total, 3 minutes at a time. What I mean is, after 3 minutes, take it out with an oven mitt, please. It's going to be hot. Whisk it around, and then another 3 minutes, take it out, let it cool, and then you'll be ready. By that time, all this rising stuff is going to be done, so we'll take it to the next thing. But let me show you what happens here. Okay, first 3 minutes is done. I'm going to bring it over to you, show you what happens. You see that cornstarch kind of fluffs it up and makes it a little solid. And just give it a mix, that's all. It already feels like it's some sort of preserves. So don't be afraid when you put it in here the first time, it feels a little loose. And when you put it in the food processor, you do want to add some of its juice if it's not, you know, mixing up the right way. So, but not a lot, a little tablespoon at a time, just a little tablespoon. See? That's what you got. It's already jammy, Johnny. All right. Back in another 3 minutes. And we'll put it in to cool, and then we'll wait for these things to rise, and I'll show you the next step. It's easy, right? Bing, bang, boom. That's it. Got yourself some jam there, Johnny. You don't have to worry about all that gelatin and things and temperatures. Just, you know, boom, boom, boom. 3 and 3, stir and stir, in and out, bing, bang, boom. All right? All right, in the fridge it goes. These little doughy things are going to come out from their second rise probably in around a half hour, so I'm going to clean some stuff up. For you, it'll be 2 seconds. You know, you should hire me, I'm telling you. I'll be back. So here's a little something we're going to put on top of these things around the ridge or the edges of it before it goes in the oven. We're going to egg wash it so it sticks. And then we're going to sprinkle this on with our fingers. Very easy. It's a streusel, 2 tablespoons of cold butter, 2 tablespoons of AP flour. Yeah, I got that here. I'm going to put that on last. 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of sugar. And, you know, cut it up. I kind of mushed it with my fingers. Not too much because it has to be cold, of course. And here's the flour, right? 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to mix it up with my fingers. Trust me, if you're looking to stay clean making these things, you come to the wrong ranch, my friend. All right, since I warmed it up with my hot Italian blood, got all soft and stuff, so I'm going to put it in the fridge. Actually, I'm going to put it in the freezer because I'm going to need it pretty quick. About 5 minutes, okay? Let's get these things out of there and start putting them together. You're not going to believe this. It's pretty cool. I mean, they've risen up pretty good. Rose? See, I had them loosely covered with saran wrap. I mean, these are pretty puffy. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I'm going to take them both out. I got 2 trays. And they're going to be touching because you just don't have a tray big enough for these things. But it's okay, you know. It'd be like those sticky buns almost. Almost. Don't get crazy. I said almost. All right, let's put this over here. And you have to find something that's going to kind of take up about 2.5 inches in the middle when you push it down. There's a little hole, and that's all the stuff, like a pocket, right? Yeah, like a fruit cheese pocket. Stick it in, make sure it's well floured, or if you have to pan it so it doesn't stick. I'll do a couple, and then I'll just, you know, I'll do the rest, and I'll show you. See, I did 1. Can you see that? Yeah, that's all. Make a little pocket. I'm going to do the rest of them, and then we'll come back. Okay, so they're all indented the way I showed you the first one. Same thing. Got 16 of these. I have 3, can we call them fillings? Let's call them fillings. 3 fillings, blueberry, apricot, and a multi-berry, triple berry that my wife bought. I didn't make that one, which means it's probably the best one. Here's my cheese mixture, which is back to room, but it's still got some body to it, see? Yeah, not bad. And I'm just going to kind of start plopping it in here. You don't have to put cheese in every one if you don't want. I'm gonna see what I can do, all right? So let me just do this and come back. $350 on that oven. I don't know if you can catch that streusel there. It's sprinkled all around just a little bit after I did the egg wash, which is 1 egg, 1 tablespoon milk, 3 flavors, all packed up and ready to bake. 25 minutes. Check it after 15, make sure nothing's going crazy in there. And you'll know when they're done. You don't want them to get that brown on top. That's just the tradition, you know. And speaking of tradition, I think that I really have done those Czechs that came over from far away. And it was cold, cold. All right, let's put it in. I'll give you a ring when they are done, my friends. Well, there they are, lightly browned. You could even go lighter if you want. 3 flavors. I already have a half of an apricot I'm going to bite into. I got to try it. Here we go. That is superior. Anyway, please subscribe right here. Hit the bell. You'll be notified. 1 a week. 3 flavors. Thank you very much, Nebraska. Nebraska Kolaches, which really started in Texas here, but who really knows? Anyway, come over to Instagram. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I was there a couple of years ago, but now I'm back with a vengeance. Little clips. You got reels. Come to Facebook, clips and reels, and recipes. And the blog's coming out soon. I'm telling you, things are happening here for the old chef, huh? And what can I say? I got to say it again. Instagram.
That's pathetic.
Well, that's the story. I'm going to see you here next week or so to do the next of our 50 most Googled recipes by state. And we're in the ends. It's going fast, so catch up. Go to my playlist on YouTube and you'll see all the states we did so far. There's like 30 of them. And please subscribe and tell your friends. I mean, this train has left the station. And thank you again, Nebraska. I'll see you next time.